insert needle, where we insert needle. Right, this is your muscle. Okay. For example, this is our muscles, and here we have a tendon. Okay. There is called the seven dhatu. If you heard that word, seven dhatu means the seven stage of the your food process. Okay. When you are eating something, that will go till seven stages. Okay. Then you will understand what is the ligament, what is the tendon. For example, the first dhatu is the rasa. Which one? Rasa. Rasa means
Taste.
digestive
Juice.
juice. Okay. There is different meaning
Mm.
because I always believe this. The Sanskrit is non-translatable language. You cannot translate the Sanskrit in any other language, not only just English. You can give example.
Mm.
To translate, it's very difficult because the Sanskrit is like this, where we are using word. Each and every where the word meaning of the word is very different. For example, the sound therapy. If you are saying nad, what is the nad? In the Sanskrit, we used to say nad therapy or nad. So if you are saying nad is a sound, that is big insert for nad. Nad is very different concept, very different. Sound is very different. Okay? Like same guru and teacher. Okay? So guru and teacher both are very different. Guru who will guide you for the life. Teacher who will teach you just for the subjects, not only for everything. Okay? Then there is many divided. What kind of a guru, then 6 stars, then this and that. Okay? So, rasa, I just for the example I'm saying that rasa is means the digestive juice. Okay? When we are eating something, going in our stomach, and it will convert from the your this raw material to convert in the juice. Okay? From the rasa, it will convert in your rakta. That means
Blood.
your blood. From digestive juice will enter in your
Blood.
blood. From the rakta, it will convert in your
Muscle.
mamsa,
Muscle.
which is your muscles. Okay? From the mamsa, it will connect in your meda. Meda means adipose tissue and fat too. Adipose tissue fat. Okay?
Fat.
Yeah.
Mm.
And from the meda, it will go to your
Asti.
sorry, asti.
Bone.
Asti. Asti is your bone. Asti is your bone. Okay? From digestive juice to blood, blood to muscles, muscles to your fat,
Fat.
adipose tissue, and from the adipose tissue to it will go in your bone, and from the bone to maja,
Majja. Mm.
which means the bone marrow. Okay? And from the maja to
Brain.
Shukra and Artha. Shukra and Artha. That means egg and sperm. Okay? I'm going to repeat you for you guys, okay? Digestive juice to blood. Okay? Blood to muscles. Muscle to adipose tissue. Adipose tissue to bone.
What's the word in
This one.
Sanskrit?
Asti.
Asti.
ASTHI. Okay? From the bone to bone marrow. The word is maja. MAJJA. Okay? Then bone marrow. From bone marrow to shukra. SUKRA. And artha. ERTH, I think Artha is the understanding.
Artha means?
Okay. Shukra is sperm and Artha is a egg.
Okay. Ovaries. Ovaries, eggs.
So what's the Shukra and?
Shukra is egg. Sorry, Shukra is sperm and Artha is egg.
ART.
Artha. You can write ERTH. Artha is the structure. Okay? The shape of the egg is same exactly like Earth, no? Not this one. This one is like one long tail. Okay? So this is like process of our food. How we are eating is going like 7 different process. For example, the rasa. If anything entering the energy, for example, if my muscle is receiving some energy, okay, that is energy for my muscles. Here, my muscles is receiving some energy through the blood. Okay, that energy is coming from the blood to muscle. When it exits from the blood to muscles, no, this is the toxicity for your muscle, for your blood. And when it enter in the muscles, no, for muscle, this is the energy. Okay, then muscle will use this energy in different part. The muscle will use this full energy, and the muscle will release this energy to next level. Okay, then this is the toxicity. After it uses this energy, muscle will give the toxicity. That toxicity is energy for the next process. Then bone will use that energy. After they use that energy, bone will give to the next process. Because that is toxicity for your bone. Exactly like same, when your nutritious protein is comes in your muscles, that is energy for your muscle. Your muscle will use the maximum amount of the nutritious protein. Okay. After they uses the nutritious protein, when they are little bit used one, they will go in your tendon. What we are growing in the tendon, that is the toxicity of the muscles. But that is good energy for your tendon. So this is the like process. That's why tendon is more stiff. Here we have many filament, like this big filament. But in the tendon, all filament become the contract. Exactly same filament we having in the tendon. But size of the tendon is only this, size of the muscle is this. Because this all filament is contract here like this. Understand? But there we don't have more contraction and relaxation in the tendon because there is not enough space. Here we have the enough space to contract and relax. But in this tendon, the whole filament become the contract. So there is not enough space. If there is not enough space, then your tendon will not contract and relax. Okay, so tendon is just holding from your muscle to bone. Tendon is just holding from your muscles to bone. Okay, the movement is comes from the muscles only. So this is your tendon. They're holding from the muscle to bone. This is your tendon. Understand? But the all energy inside the tendon, nutrition, protein, what's required, everything is coming from muscle. From muscle to go in the tendon, then it will enter in your bone. Okay? So like this, our body is processing. And again, egg and sperms will control our hormone. Hormone will control our emotions, and a hormone will control our digestions. So that's the cycle. One cycle become the imbalance, and slowly your whole body become the imbalance. Okay? For example, we having problem in muscular level. Now, problem in the muscles level. Then of course you are breaking the chain. If you see the chain, there is problem in your muscles. And if your muscles are not functioning properly, of course that will affect in your adipose tissue. Like the fat, if you are talking about the fat, who is having the more fat, their muscles are very weak. You know this? If If you having the fat, means your muscles are very weak. Your muscles are not able to contract and relax properly. That's why there is loss of the fat. We have one two patients in the evening. I'll show you the patients. I'll show you in the one muscle there are 10 trigger point. Okay. So that means the muscles are fully weak, not contracting and relaxing. If muscle will not contract and relax properly, then all toxicity is stagnated there. Toxicity is not going to the next level. Okay. If you are contracting, relaxing too much, and less fat. But always remember, adipose tissues and fat is very important for your body, not over fat. Okay, the little bit fat in your body is very important. When we come on physiology, then you will understand. If you have the less adipose tissue, your bone become very weak. With adipose tissue is made up. You can see there is sani ko kya bolte hain san lete hain?
Strainer.
Is strainer of the your nutrition protein. Your bone will receive only the very micro nutrients and protein. So this your muscle and this meda will separate, which is the more toxicity and big nutrition protein. Then you know that fat will not give to your bone. Only with strength, then give to your bone. If you are not doing like this, then your bone will not absorb nutrients and protein. Okay. When we come on the bone, there is one very good research on the gym people who is doing the more exercise, eating the more powder in gym. Their bone density is very weak than the normal people. It's like shocking news. They are doing the exercise and everything. It's like shocking news. If you are doing too much exercise, there is zero fat. They having bone less. You see, they are doing gym, but if you see here, the bone is like only this much. This will become like this. Their bone density is very weak.
Example, broiler cock, broiler cock,
Branded
chicken.
Okay, so we'll discuss about like fat, why is important physiology, then we'll understand. So little bit of the fat in your body and massage is very important for your muscular level and fat level. Okay, so this is your muscles, and in the one muscles we have like 3 fascia. How many fascia? 3 fascia. These are the muscle bundles. Okay. In the muscle bundles, there is the filament, muscle fiber. Okay. The first fascia which is around the muscles, like here. First fascia is holding your whole muscle groove. Okay. Second fascia is around your muscle bundle, between the muscle bundle like this. Understand? Second fascia between your muscle bundle. The third fascia is around the muscle fiber. This is third fascia. Layer of the fascia. Have you heard the words epimysium, perimysium, and endomysium? Then epiosteo, periosteo, and endosteo. Then epineuron, perineuron, and endoneuron. See, the name is same. For in each and every tissue, the muscle is the name is same. Epi, myo, and endo. Epi, peri, and endo. These 3 words are same. What is changing? Only the location. Epimysium is called, myo is called the muscles. Okay? Epi, endo. epiosteo. Osteo is called the
Bone.
bone. Epineuron is nerve.
Hmm.
Okay, so in each and every, in the skin's name is little bit different. In the skin we have 3 layers. In the skin we have 3 layers. Which one?
Epidermis, dermis, and there is
I don't know the last one. What was it?
There is 2 names. One is called the endodermis also.
endoderma.
Yeah, and one more name they say something different. So see, in each and every tissue level we have the same similar name. So that is actually fascia. The perimysiums, endomysiums, and the epimysiums. That is actually fascia. The 3 layers of the fascia. The same we having in the organ too. Each and every organ, each and every tissue are surrounded by 3 fascia. The 3 fascia is holding the structure. This 3 fascia is holding the structure. Okay? So one and the same called as superficial fascia. This is the superficial fascia. And this one is like a deep fascia. And this is called a visceral fascia. This fascia is balanced in your body because all the nutrients, proteins, and stimulations is getting from here. Understand? Now, just imagine if I touch here, if I touch like this, I feel the sensation. Because of nerve stimulation. Nerve is not brain. It's not surrounded, right? For example, this is my muscle and this is my nerve. It's connected here like this. Connected here like this. If I touch here, I feel the sensation. But what? If I touch here, but still I feel the sensation. But there is no nerve. Nerve is branches, no? Nerve is not everywhere. There is some certain branches of the nerve. But if I touch here, I understand I touch on the nerve. But if I touch here, there is no nerve. Still I feel the sensation. Nerve is directly connected with fascia. Okay, we all information, the touch, the fascia will collect the informations and give to the
nerves.
nerve, and nerve will give the sensation to your brain. Again, your brain. Now, if you see the material of the fascia and brain, both are same. When we come on the nerve system, the gray matter and white matter. Okay, so we'll discuss in the acupuncture that like gray matter and white matter, vata, pitta, kapha, like this all. Okay, so what we have in nerve, the neurons and this all, the collagens, and what we have in the fascia, pure collagen. Fascia we have collagen, nerve we have collagens, and all the neuron insulating collagens giving the signal through the water level. Okay, I'll send you later. You just make one group of this batch. Okay, and take everyone's number, and then I'll send you some sort of content. So I'll show you the fascia video. So you can see how the water is moving inside the fascia. This is just new subject for the science. Many in the colleges, university, and in the book they describes about like fascia. Now the people are giving the more importance, like fascia is more important than all other tissue. If your fascia become the imbalance, then your muscles become the imbalance, your bone become imbalance. Because nourishment of your each and every tissue is getting through the fascia only. Okay? The always superficial fascia is giving you lots of the healing. The superficial fascia is giving you very deep healing. Okay? Then you'll understand. If you understand 3 layers of the fascia, then you will understand the lunar cycle. Okay, then you will understand. Then we in the human organ psychology and physiology will connect with each and every planet is connected with one specific organ. Okay, whenever moon comes on the full moon, then how the fascia is reflecting. Automatically the circulation of the fascia, deep fascia, the circulation will come on the superficially, and superficially circulation will go on deep. So on the full moon cycle, the treatment is very important. Any kind of the treatment and fasting. Okay, so we have the chakras acupuncture also for that day. That is very good for you to impress the patients and give the good results and so on. Okay, now we have the three layer of the fascia. Okay, if I touch here and go in sensation, because this is the fascia and fascia is connected to your nerve, right? And in
Fascia is same in everyone.
yeah, fascia is only one certain layer of your tissue. It's everywhere, around each and every organ, each and everything.
But in males or females, is there some difference?
No, of course, everywhere. Human body, animal body, all body, even the tree, everybody fascias. Okay. So in the Ayurveda, they mentions like if you had the words triple vomer, okay, pericardium and triple vomer. The triple vomer is fascia. Okay. They are saying like three dosas, vata, pitta, kapha. We'll go in the depth when we start higher. We'll go in the depth. Okay, so this is superficial fascia, deep fascia, and visceral fascia. Okay, so everything is happening between the superficial fascia and deep fascia. The contraction, relaxation, contraction, relaxation. Where about this one? Now see, they both are internally connected like this. This is the one case. Like this. This is the like superficial fascia, and this one is a deep fascia. So, if this part of the fascia is contracting, whenever this part of the fascia will contract, then they will bring more fascia. Then this fascia, what will happen with this
It will
fascia?
open up. It will open up.
Will stretch. Okay? And after that, this fascia will contract and this fascia will
Open.
Open stretch.
open up. This same cycle is going here. The superficial fascia is contracting, then deep fascia is releasing. Okay? And deep fascia will contract, then superficial fascia will release. Same like the joint. When I am doing like this muscle is contracting and this is expanding. When I am doing like this muscle is contracting, this is expanding. Exactly this happens in each and every muscles. Now we are talking about the joint, and then when we are talking about the muscles, in each and every muscle happening is same. In the one superficial group contracting, deep group relaxing. Understand? So now when we are doing a test, muscle test, okay, if muscle become weak, it's very difficult to diagnose which layer of the muscle is weak. The superficial fascia is weak or deep weak. It's very difficult to diagnosis. Okay, but there is some trick. If muscle is weak, then what will happen? For example, this fascia becomes fully weak, right? For example, this fascia is fully weak. Fully weak means that not whole fascia is weak. For example, if my here, this t-shirt is my fascia, okay, and if there is one hole in the t-shirt, that means I break the filament. Okay, I break the filament, and of course the filament will move somewhere else. Okay, for example, this fascia is now not that much stiff. This fascia has become fully weak. Okay, and what will happen? Then this group of the maximum amount of the filament will move here, and this part become the stiff. This part become the stiff. There is not enough fascia, and in this part there is excess fascia. So in each and every muscle, it's called like this. If you have ever like yin is not 100% completely yin, yang is not 100% completely yang. Inside the yang there is my yin, and inside the yin there is my yang. Have you seen this logo now? Yin and yang logo here, like this. So exactly like same. If one muscle is weak, that means not the whole complete muscle is weak. There is some part of the muscle become weak, and in same muscles, some of the part you will find the stiffness too. And in stiff muscles also this is the same. Stiff means not whole muscle is stiff. some of the filament become the stiff. So whenever on the muscle you will press like this, no? You will check like this, you will find one some small dip.
Yeah.
And you will go like this, you will find one small dip which is going deep. Okay? If you are pressing like this, nothing is happening, but one point will come where your finger will go a little more deep. That means that fascia is fully damaged. That muscle groove, if you see it in the one muscles, how many bundles we have? Many bundles. Maybe 30, 35 bundles, 40 bundles in one muscle. So which bundle of the muscles in which area is become the weak, then you will feel that gap. Understand?
Yeah.
Like the same, if you check on the like some weight, some if you're going like this, some point will come, there is fully gap. You will press the finger, that for example, press like this, now you create the gap. When you are going like this is fully gap. So this bundle of the muscle is fully weak. So when you will insert, do not insert the needle onside the cyst. Some area when you feel that stiff area, no, hard area,
No.
actually there is too much fascia. If you insert the needle, you will bring more fascia. There is already excess fascia, no? When you insert the needle, means you are bringing more fascia. So always insert inside that deep. Okay? So when, for example, here is a deep, and this fascia is fully become the stiff. You can see when I go down here, this part becomes up. This is the stiff area. If you insert needle here, and you will bring the more fascia here. But if you insert needle inside the deep, weak part, then the body will collect more fascia exactly on the location where we need. This will heal you more fast. So do not try to write down the maximum different books. They suggest like they mentioned about different definitions about the trigger point. The trigger point, like when you are pressing, if you feel some knots, that's trigger point. Some writer dimensions in the book from the where the nerve is separating their branch, that is the trigger point. Okay, trigger point means many meaning. Which is the stimulate, which is the stimulate of muscles. Murmur also one trigger point. Acupuncture also trigger point to stimulate that area. But actually, this one will give you more benefits when you inserting needle in the weak point, and automatically your that muscles bring the more fascia in weak point. Okay, so when we are checking the muscles, we check like this weak point where is it actually deep. Okay, we check like this weak point. Then where is the deep? We insert needle there. Correct? Now, the depth of the needle.